Baseball from the Big Apple. We're at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Seattle Mariners and the New York Yankees. Yankees baseball comes your way next. Corey Kluber gets the ball for the Yankees in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, in this day and age where we're used to seeing a lot of home runs and pitchers not going very deep in a game, how about this guy? ERA in the low ones. That's not an easy thing to do. He can strike people out, but he can also get them out via the ground ball, the fly ball. Judging by his stats this year, he is having a ridiculously good season up to this point.
So here is Jake Fraley, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. Now, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead. You start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Now a breaking ball, but it's low. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. One-two is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Now here's the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Stanton on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out. A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matty, they need Kyle Seager to get back on track. He went 0 for 4 last game, and I just didn't like the way he went about it. Looked like they completely overpowered him, and that's not something we're used to seeing out of this guy. Hopefully, he'll be able to put that behind him.
In now is Adam Eaton. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. That average at 291 to start the day. 5 homers and 15 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. Right side, but it's well foul. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line to the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Mariners are down in order. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. Justus Sheffield gets the starting nod for the M's. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Here's Rougned Odor now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
And it's 1-2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late. You can't even put a good swing on it.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Thairo Estrada digging in now as he hits one on a line to left field. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hit.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. 281 the average entering play. A dozen home runs, 39 driven in. The 1-0. Liner towards second. Oh, look at the dive. The second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Acrobatics that time to the bag to get this double play started. An inning in the books. No score on the show. Second inning set to go, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Kyle Lewis. First pitch of the AV on its way. As Kluber's able to get ahead of him here with strike one. Down and away, ball one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Hits this one hard the other way. Gets dirty and gloves it in time. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard.
Oh, that's a tough play, but he pulled it off perfectly. Once he made the great stop, still had to make a good feed to the pitcher covering, which isn't easy on routine grounders sometimes. Hard not to appreciate that one.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. And she'll take strike one on the inside corner. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 18 homers and 60 runs batted in. Here comes the 0-1.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
And this will be fouled away. No score here as we play inning number 2. And this is a strike 3 call. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Mitch Haniger the next to bat. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Well, there are the judges' chambers, and what a cool thing it's become here in the Bronx, and well-deserved for Aaron Judge, of course, with the way he exploded onto the scene as a rookie in 2017.
What a magical year 2017 was for Aaron Judge. The slogan, "All Rise," fit him perfectly. What's really cool about it was the Yankees weren't even sure he was going to make the team coming out of spring training. He emerged into the scene, was the talk of baseball going into the All-Star break. Finished that off with a powerhouse into the season. One of the best young players the game of baseball has seen in a long time. All rise, Aaron Judge.
Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. A bouncer to the left side. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2. And he's able to find the knockout there.
The next batter will be Evan White as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. The average coming in 257, 14 homers and 46 driven in. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And he buys himself another pitch as this is fouled away to keep it at 0-2. This is foul right side. Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Seattle. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score.
Bounce it, just bounce it. Everybody wanna come, I'm announcing it. I'm always gonna get it, I'm always gonna get it. Even if you sit.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the big bat of Aaron Judge.
The right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And now a pitch on the way. Hit down the third baseline. But this will get foul for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Here's the 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. The classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
And now here is Giancarlo Stanton. He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. Sheffield has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that.
In this day and age of smaller ballparks, the ball's lively, the bats are harder. This guy does a great job of keeping the ball in the ballpark. And one of the keys, he's not predictable. He'll throw his off-speed pitches behind an account. He's really difficult to sit on just one pitch.
1-2, here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bottom of the second here with no score. Now this is foul tipped right into the catcher's glove as he holds on to preserve the strikeout, and there are 2 away. Stepping in next, Gleyber Torres. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's 1 for 4. First pitch on the way. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ground ball left side. Crawford fields it cleanly. And the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. We'll move to the third with no score.
She's coming. If I wanna keep my life, baby, she'll want it.
Welcome back to the Bronx, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their Yankees this season. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now here it comes. Shed Long Jr. is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. Ready now is Luis Torrens. First pitch of the AB now. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Estrada takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
At the plate, Jake Fraley. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the third now, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Gio Urshela.
The first baseman, number 29.
And the pitch. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. In tight with the sinker, ball 2. Outside and low, 3-0.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Swinging on 3-0, now 3 balls and a strike. And good patience exercise as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Next, here is Aaron Hicks. A real threat with the bat, of course, as he currently leads the American League in home runs.
You know, D-Roll, we're into the summer right now. This guy's power's been off the charts. Looks like he's going to be able to do this all season long.
I think he is, Dan, and the ball's going to start flying now. Weather's starting to warm up in certain parts of the country. We're getting into the middle, late part of summer. You're going to see some epic home runs down the stretch.
1-0 the count. And that one got a piece of him.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Lifetime versus this arm. He's 2 for 3. He also has 1 home run. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. One and 2 to the Yankees catcher. Urshela at second. Hicks on at first with nobody out. Ball 2. And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
So here's the left-handed bat of Rougned Odor. Oh, a diving stop. He's up with it. The throw. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. Now to the plate, here is J.P. Crawford. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Pitch on the way. As he sends a soft bouncer to the right side of the infield. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Adam Eaton.
Adam Eaton digging in next. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Low for ball one. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. One and two now to Adam Eaton.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
In now, Kyle Lewis. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
This one's blooped out toward right center field, and no one can corral that one. Base hit. The throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Into the box now, Kyle Seager. Lined into right, a base hit. They'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Haniger is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw home, and he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Roy, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in the hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. So now to the plate, Evan White, as Kluber's able to get ahead of him here with strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Yep, that ball went out.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Nope.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Oh man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Batter will be Shed Long Jr. as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Seager on second. Henniger on at first with 2 down. 0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
Here comes the payoff pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Stanton has a read on it, and he makes the play to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Mariners are on top 2-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And stepping up is the shortstop, Thairo Estrada.
This is where the pressure starts to build a little bit on an offense. It's not late enough. I mean, you don't have to start panicking right now, but this is where you're looking for someone to light a spark to get back in this game.
Now the 1-0 is chased out of the zone for strike 1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Nope, that's the ball.
Inside and low, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The batter, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Up next, DJ LeMahieu. And now the first pitch.
Nope, outside.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Ball to strike on the inside part of the plate, 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Hit hard back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
is big Aaron Judge. As he'll take a look at his sinker here, too low for ball one. Judge is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base. Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 home hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Runners are at first and second with one away. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Hard hit ball to second. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. He's in at second safely as they also push across the score to make it a one-run game.
Yeah, and I think this is the case of a guy trying to rush it, hoping to turn a double play. And instead of getting 2 outs, they get 0 outs, and runners are on first and second.
Looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
As a look, now the pitch. Gio Urshela will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
Throw goes over to third, and he nails him at third. Great throw. Stanton over at second. Torres at first, 2 out in the inning. Line, that's a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it, so he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
Standing in now, Aaron Hicks. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Lewis is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and they leave the bases loaded. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Mariners 2 and the Yankees 1. New inning set to get underway, and now it'll be the catcher, Luis Torres. First pitch coming, here it is. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0 home. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher.
1 and 2.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Swing and a shot toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. This will kick up against the wall now. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
At the plate now, Jake Fraley. As Kluber's able to get ahead of him here with strike 1. No hits to this point. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Stanton has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Next for Seattle, J.P. Crawford grounded out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. 0-1 count and the pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Count remains at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And safe at first as the first baseman couldn't get the foot back in time, and we'll see how they want to score that.
The designated hitter, Adam Eaton.
Stepping in now, Adam Eaton. As he'll take a look at the strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Squeezing it is Odor, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 1,
So now to the plate, Kyle Lewis. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down out there. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock after that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, "Hey, D-Row, mix in a good teammate one time." That's exactly what this guy did.
Count is 1-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Ball 2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Pulled toward right center field. After it is Hicks. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And that ends the inning. Mariners forced to settle for 1. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. With just one hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up. So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The catcher, Gary Sanchez.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Gary Sanchez is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swinging bunt. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Another 0-2 coming.
1 ball, 2 strikes, down.
Got him swinging in the dirt. Horns has it. He'll throw down to first, one away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
In now, Rougned Odor. And he'll bounce one on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Now batting, shortstop.
Base is empty, 2 away, and that brings up Thairo Estrada. And now the first pitch.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
The 0-1 on its way. Grounded down the third baseline. Seager has it. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They still trail it here 3-1. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and standing in the outfielder, Mitch Haniger. Now here's the first offering. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. A ball and 2 strikes now. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Into the box, Evan White. As Kluber's able to get ahead of him here with strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. High in the air down the right field line. And it's a foul ball. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. This is in the air out to left field. Stanton has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Shedlong Jr.
And now, Shedlong Jr. flew out last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a line drive. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. You get up there, big fella, and take away a hit at third. More from the Bronx after this. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu.
Second baseman, DJ.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0. Grounded to short. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock in the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him. But the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. 2 away now in the Yankees' 6th, and that will bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres. First pitch coming. Here it is. Judge leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And it's quickly 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
Gio Urshela is at the plate as he looks at ball one. 2 down, runners at first and second. Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. Score holds. It's 3-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
New pitcher coming on now. The right-hander Yusmeiro Petit.
Number 36. Yusmeiro.
7th inning ready to roll. And next to hit is the catcher, Luis Torrens. First pitch on its way. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Down the third baseline. Odor has it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now back, left-hander Jake Fraley.
Now to the plate, Jake Fraley. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And there's out number 2.
Up next for Seattle, the shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Next to hit is J.P. Crawford. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. That one catches the edge of the zone, called the strike.
Hey, this guy has come in and just done his job. Period. The end. Chance to toss a scoreless inning right here with 2 down. They're only down 2. A bloop and a blast, and this game's tied.
Oh, right on the curveball as this one's whacked into right center for a base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
To the plate now, Adam Eaton. And that misses ball 1. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's just 1 for 6. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Hicks is under it, and that retires the side. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. Dan Dero and I are back at Yankee Stadium in just a moment. for the 7th here, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Aaron Hicks.
Aaron Hicks.
First pitch on its way. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. Liner toward right center. And he will reach down to get it, as a stumbling play that time is nevertheless good for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's the first pitch to him. Gary Sanchez is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
You know, most people would be surprised he took that right there, because that looked like it was in his honey hole. He had to obviously be sitting on something else.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Standing in now, Rougned Odor. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Now Odor turns on one and sends it to deep right. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a solo shot here for Rougned Odor. Number 11 for him on the season. And the Yankees have cut it to a 3-2 score now.
There's an old saying in the game. They say solo homers won't kill you. This might be a good time for a mound visit right here. Try and erase those negative thoughts and get right back in the zone. You still have the lead.
At the plate, Thairo Estrada.
Swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play.
He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
Here comes the Seattle skipper on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Matt Foster takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning. And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And this is going to be a foul ball. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 0-1. He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 3-3 game.
You know, Dero, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Stepping in now, Aaron Judge. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Two balls and no strikes.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
The set and the 2-0. Hit back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Boy, you know, Dero, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off.
You know, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
1 and 2. Here it is. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local station. Chad Green has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 57, Chad Green.
Is Kyle Lewis. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball, that's out.
Ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down to the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
Swung on and missed. 1 and 2 now.
1 and 2.
high in the air down the right field line. Judge is under it. And that's the first down of the inning.
Well, look there at the numbers for our two starters here today, with both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout.
Next up, Kyle Seager. Lifetime against this pitcher. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First offering. And that's in there for a strike.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
Seager behind with an 0-2 count.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
A little bouncer. Here's another 1-2. Fouled off. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
So now to the plate, Mitch Haniger, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
And it's fouled away. 3 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Seattle. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Still 2-2. 2-2. Here it is. Hit high and deep to right center. Judge able to track it down for the 3rd out. Mariners are down in order. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Aaron Fletcher is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 41, Aaron Fletcher.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and stepping in the long ball threat, Gleyber Torres. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Torres.
Nope. Outside.
There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. A ball that's tarrying. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya. A solo shot here to left as they take the lead 4-3.
Really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Center field. On the run is Lewis, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Now batting, the center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Into the box now, Aaron Hicks. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Fletcher hails from the Prairie State of Illinois. He was taken in the 14th round during the first-year player draft of 2018.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact.
Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. But they will not get it out on the play as he beats the throw to first, and there are 2 on to start the inning now.
The catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Urshela at second. Hicks at first with no outs. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. As a look, now the pitch. Strike out here yet again, as it's been a ballgame to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Standing in now, Rougned Odor, as he lines it hard to the right side but out of play. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. I'm set with the 0-1.
That would look like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
From the stretch. First and second now, 1 man out. And here's a swing and a miss, and that, folks, is a big out number 2.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you can spot your pitches there and advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Plate now, Thairo Estrada, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Now a sinker runs in on him a bit as he's got to step out of the way there.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Giving chase is Hediger. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Mariners. It's now 4-3 Bombers. Aroldis Chapman takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Set to start the 9th in this one. Here comes the first baseman, Evan White.
Tough task ahead here as this guy, one of the top save guys in the league right now. He's been very reliable shutting the door.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Count even now at 1-1. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. And he fouls this one off.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
We'll try again, 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
To the plate now, Shed Long Jr.
That's a ball.
Slider laid off for a ball. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw on to first, and the Mariners are now down to their final out.
Now back, catcher, Luis Torrens.
Next to hit, Luis Torrens. He bounced out last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Now, this guy's got some of the nastiest stuff in the game, and it is absolutely no fun for an offense to try and piece together any type of attack when he's throwing this stuff.
Fouled away. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And just misses off the inside for ball 1.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Last chance for the Mariners. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The New York Yankees win for a division-leading 98th time. Chad Green gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. Aroldis Chapman records the save, his 41st of the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.